What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today we are stealing Bedtime MMA's intro. That's right.
Oh, brother!
Nah, love Bedtime MMA's channel. Great videos. Jokes aside, I had to talk about this card. Diego Lopes versus John Silva. It was amazing, okay? It was amazing. I gotta talk about the main event. Firstly, my boy Diego Lopes. My boy won. I should have made a video before this talking about who I thought was gonna win, cause I predicted Diego Lopes winning. All these MMA YouTubers, all of them. Oh, John Silva's gonna win. Oh, KO by John Silva. My boy Diego. I knew, and it came true. See how I rhyme right there? See how I knew and it became true. That's what I'm talking about. But it was an amazing fight. Like actually, just back and forth in the second round. The first round, you know, Diego, he showed his grappling. He showed the fight. He showed how much of a better grappler he was. You know, everyone was saying how, like, you know, John Silva, you know, he was able to completely neutralize Bryce Mitchell's grappling, and he submitted Bryce Mitchell himself. You know, they thought, you know, since he did that, Diego's grappling wouldn't be effective. But hey, as soon as he got it to the ground, John Silva couldn't do anything. He was stuck there. Elbow, elbow, elbow. Just top of the head, just like boom, boom, boom. He could not stand with the grappling. Now, you know, first round, I'd say like 10-9 Diego, but I mean, to be honest, you could argue with 10-8 actually, if you really wanted to. I mean, he landed like, I forgot what the stats were. Let me see. I can't go round by round, but yeah, look at these. Yeah, I think he landed like 40 strikes in the first round compared to like maybe 10 or so from John Silva, something like that. But yeah, these are the stats for anyone who's wondering. But he went out there, boom, showed the grappling. Second round started, you know, John Silva was doing really well. Like, I knew John Silva was the better technical striker. I knew he had more in his tool bag. He was pulling everything out, but he got too overconfident. He rushed in. He tried to empty the gas tank, and boom, that's when Diego hit him with the spinning elbow, which, I mean, hey, let's talk about the spinning elbows. So many fights have started ending in spinning elbows recently. Like, what is happening with that? Like, the UFC just like one after another. It's kind of crazy. This is like the year of the spinning elbow, but it reminds me of the fight with Aaron Pico, the fight Aaron Pico had with Lerone Murphy, where, you know, he just rushed in right into a perfectly timed spinning elbow. For those of y'all who were saying that it was a lucky elbow, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. He even post-fight showed pictures of him practicing the spinning elbow. It was practiced. There's no like, oh, it was a lucky spinning elbow and he was like gonna lose. No, he practiced. He practiced this. Sure, he was losing the second round, but my boy Diego has an iron chin, granite chin. Took all of John Silva's shots. He landed some really good shots, but Diego just has that different. He has a better chin and he just has different power. Because as soon as that spinning elbow landed on John, boom, head first down into the canvas. I will say, okay, a lot of people are arguing, oh, back of the headshots, it shouldn't count. I watched the, like, you know, I was watching multiple times at the end of like the ending sequence. He hit him in the back of the head maybe like 2 or 3 times at the very end, after he had hit a lot of clean, regular ground and pound, while John Silva was holding onto the cage, trying to gain himself. Like, you can't be like, oh, you know, it doesn't count because back of the head. He hit him like maybe 3 times on accident on the back of the head, and that was because John Silva was literally face first down into the canvas and like putting the back of his head straight in front of Diego Lopes. But most of the shots were clean. Don't come with this narrative like, oh, he would have survived, but there was back of the head. No, he wouldn't have survived. Did you see his face after the fight? Look at how his face looks. Tell me he was gonna survive. No, he was not. He was not. But great fight, very entertaining. The rest of this card, kind of mid. Kind of mid. I started, let's see, I'm gonna go from the prelims upward. So I started watching from the Alice Pereira fight, which completely disappointed me to the maximum. Like, I was expecting something, because it was like, oh, 19-year-old, you know, the youngest person to join the UFC, well, youngest active person in the UFC, 19 years old, coming in 6-0, and yeah, it was severely disappointing. I thought she was gonna do better. I didn't do any research on like how good like her fights were or anything, but I was like, oh, you know, if she's this young and making it to the UFC, it would be like a Raul Rosas Jr. type of thing where she was like pretty decent. But no. So that fight was disappointing, pretty boring. This fight, poor Poor Cedriquis, bruh. Poor Cedriquis, nut shot, 51 seconds into the round too, and he couldn't continue. He couldn't even walk because of the nut shot. So hopefully he recovers well. This fight, I don't know why. He was like, why is Jesus always the underdog? I don't understand. I knew he was gonna win. He almost got a Luis out. I don't remember if it was the first round or second round. It was one of the two where he had him like wobbled. But it was a good fight though. It was close. It was close. But Jesus obviously won 2-1. So good for him. We're just gonna skip past this. This fight was terrible, so trash, and I don't know why people ever picked Tatiana to win against Wei Li. People were crazy thinking that. Wei Li was always gonna win that. I don't know why she was the betting favorite against Wei Li. Like, people were crazy for picking her. This fight, dude just got absolutely worked, you know, in the striking. Completely dominated in the striking, and then as soon as they went to the ground, I mean, he got instantly submitted. So, you know, he's a tough out. He's a tough out. You know, he's a tough guy, but that's about it. That's about it. That's basically what he offers to the table in the UFC. So let's go to the main card. I did not expect this. I thought Quang Li was gonna win, and he did good. He was doing good. He rocked Santiago at the very beginning, and then out of nowhere, Santiago just started coming back and just knocked him out. It was crazy. I like this fight. This fight was really good. Alexander Hernandez. I did not think he was gonna win against Chase Hooper, and he won against Chase Hooper. Then I didn't think he was gonna win this fight against Diego Ferreira, and then he just pulls out a KO again. 2 KOs back to back on fights I thought he was gonna lose. I mean, I really thought he was, but he pulled it out of the bag. You know, he wasn't looking too impressive at the beginning of the fight in the first round, but out of nowhere he just KOs Ferreira. So good for him. He's going on a little win streak right now, and I can't wait to see his future fights now, because now I'm a little interested in seeing where he goes. Kevin Gastelum wins. I picked him to win. I thought he was gonna win. Misses weight by 5 pounds though. Get this guy out of here. Get this guy. Like, he misses weight too much. Get him out of here. He can't keep getting away with this just because he's a name that's been in the UFC for so long. Like, just stop. Please, Kelvin. Just make weight, please. But that was a good fight though. It was a good fight, back and forth. I got a lot of predictions wrong on this card, except for the main fight, because I thought Jared Gordon was gonna win, and it looked like he was gonna win. At the beginning, he was doing really well, and then he gets hit with an elbow, starts bleeding, that changes the tide of the fight, and then he gets knocked out in the final round. And then after the fight happens, I find out that this dude apparently got hit by a truck or something. He got hit by like a car, and that's why he had a knee brace, like, coming in. I mean, he did good for being compromised like that with his knee, but just wasn't enough. He was close, but Rafa pulled it out, so good for him. Rob Font, I thought Rob Font was gonna win. I got so many predictions wrong. Martinez was faster. He just put together way more. It wasn't like a crazy fight. It wasn't like really crazy exciting. I didn't expect it to be. But yeah, second fight in the UFC, and he's already in the top 10. It'll be interesting seeing where he goes up from this, because, you know, Rob Font's good, obviously, but he's one of the older guys in the division, so I want to see how he holds up against people higher in the top 10 that are, you know, younger and just not as old. Because Rob Font, he's an old head. And of course, you know how the main event went down, and I got my pick right for this one. So hey, you know, everyone was picking Gian Silva. I picked Diego Lopes, so I can say, you know, even though I got most of this card wrong, hey, this counts for something. And before I end this video, I have to talk about the Canelo fight. I like the Canelo fight. It was really good. I watched the Canelo fight after all of the UFC stuff went down. It was great. Very good technical boxing. I also picked Crawford to win that fight. So, you know, I went 2 for 2 in main events. It really sucks that I didn't post anything about it, because since I did pick them, but I went 2 for 2, so that's a win in my book. But yeah, Crawford won against Canelo very handedly. It was like I had it 3 for Canelo and 9 for Crawford, but I forgot what the official score was, but that's how I had it scored through all 12 rounds. I had it 9-3, so he beat him pretty handedly. Canelo was hitting him with a lot of body shots, but that was basically it. I mean, he got a few good shots to the top, but not too much. Crawford was just much busier. You know, he was hitting him with the jab all night, and he was putting together way more combinations, and ultimately he just won most of the fight. And it was a really good fight. Not as nearly as exciting as the UFC fight the main event, but I appreciate the technical side of a lot of fights. So even though it wasn't as exciting, I still enjoyed it. My boy Crawford, you know, I was rooting for him, and he won it, so that's good. My boy Diego Lopes, always gotta represent. Diego Lopes, let's go. But yeah, I just want to talk about this card a little bit. Every now and then I like making videos like this to talk about stuff because I'm very passionate about UFC and MMA in general. So very glad to see Diego Lopes, my boy, win. And you know, hey, he has a future for the title. I think he could win, you know, after Volk leaves the belt, because I mean, like, in the perfect world, Volk wins his next fight, retires, and then Diego Lopes fights for the vacant belt and wins. That's the best case scenario for me, for my happiness, because I love Volk too. And you know, how good is Volk that he was able to do that to Diego Lopes in their fight, and then Diego Lopes just in the grappling smoked Gian Silva. He survived Gian striking, and then boom, knockout. Like, how good is Volk that he dominated him for 4 rounds and barely got outdone in 1 of the rounds because of the knockdown? This is out of prime Volk. This is out of prime Volk. Volk is the GOAT. We need to, like, come on, stop playing. Jose Aldo, I'm sorry. Like, you're a great fighter. You know, your prime was amazing. Volk is the best. But, anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the description, you know, who you picked to win the fight. You know, if you were for Gian Silva, if you were for Diego Lopes. Same thing with the Crawford versus Canelo. You know, let me know who you picked for that. If you picked right like me, you're goated just like me. I'll see y'all in the next video.